Hi, this is William. Welcome to FlySpoke, and tonight I want to tie for you a fly that doesn't only have to be in this coloration. The fly, personally, I'm going to be using it up on the Margaree River, Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, over the next couple of weeks for Atlantic salmon, late fall Atlantic salmon fishing on the Margaree. But I'll also be using it New York State on the Salmon River for steelhead come November for swinging big flies. So I'm going to start off this fly with an Alex Jackson. This is a 1.5 bronze color Atlantic salmon hook and some black 12/0 Giorgio Bonecci thread. And what I'm going to do here, there's no body materials going on. So I start the thread right where the return eye is on the hook. Right here, the return eye. And basically it's going to stop right there. The first material, I'm taking what is Met's. It's called Wing and Flash in dark blue. And basically, this material is very soft and very hairy kind of material. And rather than try to fix it before I tie it in, I tie a blunt end. I cut a blunt end on it. And I'm going to tie it in as if I was doing temple dog style. So I'm going to actually tie it in facing forward to start. And what I'm going to let this do is I want to create a bump here. So that all the other materials have to go up and over the bump. And that keeps the front of the fly having a sort of slight bulbous look to it. So that's tied in, and with this I can just kind of pull this back, and then when I cut this, what I want to do is I want to make sure I'm being very ragged about it. I don't want it to be blunt. I move my scissor all over the place, and I cut that so that it's kind of erratic. The second thing is I'm going to take a very small quantity of dark purple bucktail. And this is going to give me a little bit of lift to the rest of it. And I want to tie that in so that it is the same, almost the same length, a little bit shorter. And I'm going to go ahead and trim it first. And I want to lay this on in front of that bulbous spot. What that's going to do, it's going to raise it up in the air. It's going to raise the bucktail up in the air. Okay. And you'll see how this right here is going to keep the silhouette of the fly. Okay. And now the next item, I'm taking some purple Marabou, and I've stripped off one side. I'm going to tie it in by the stem. And trim. And just get this on nicely, moving forward. And I'm going to wind this on. And just keep pulling the barbs out, the barbules out. And they'll splay out. Tie that off. If you want, you can just throw that right in. Trim it off if you don't like the way it looks. Okay. Next, I'm just going to take a piece of black Marabou. Again, by the stem, by the thicker part of the stem. And we're going to spin this one on. Just keep pulling these. You just keep pulling these back as you're spinning. You don't want this to be too full. That's why we're only using half. This thing's going to lay out when it's in the water. It's going to get very thin and have incredible movement when it's in the water. You always bend it back and cover that edge of that stem. So you can see this is a very easy yet very, very effective fly. And this is a working fly, as working as it can get. So I would usually put 2 coats on a working fly. It's enough. There it is.